Is she announcing her retirement? Is she hanging up the jersey?
Oh, yeah, that was too soon.
She's going to do like a one-hit wonder on us, like show us those skills, and then just, I'm done. That was the best.
That was probably better than I could do.
It'll make her comeback tour that much greater.
You were spinning it on one hand pretty well, Lauren. That wasn't terrible. I couldn't even begin to spin.
All right, we'll have to get a basketball in here and make her do it live on set to see if her skill set can keep up.
I met up with the Globetrotters last year, so we'll have to compare who is the worst player.
Probably you.
Probably me. It's stiff competition, but probably me. Yeah.
All right, Jenny, let's go to weather. Any basketball weather out there? Can the kids start getting back on the court outside, or are we still indoors?
It will be dry today, but it'll be so cold. I don't even want to think about, you know, when we talk about spring sports in high school, some of them started like late February, and to think we're only a month from that, something's got to change because we cannot have the kids out there in the 20-degree temperatures and all that snow when they're trying to play in their high school sports. So hopefully some changes on the horizon over the next month or so, but for the next week, we're looking at unsettled weather. So ending January mostly on a dry note. There is a slight chance this is snow later, but I think that 21.5 inches or very close to it should stick with us for the month of January. That'll make it the 4th snowiest on record. Out at the Boise airport, 27 inches of snow fell back in 1929 during the month of January. So a lot of snow both for January and the month of December, but the good news is it really does help when we're talking about drought. I've showed this map a couple of times, but only 2% of the state remains in some form of drought. Last year, it was 88%. So it really goes to show what 1 or 2 good winters can do and how important that snowpack really is, especially up in the high country. I know a lot of people could probably do without it down here. So good news, bad news. The good news, the inversion will weaken for us beginning today. We do have a series of storms moving in. The bad news, they'll start as snow showers. Could see a little more snow out of these next couple rounds of storms before things turn over to rain as we head toward the weekend. So there is some relief in sight as far as the warming temperatures. But before that, it's still going to feel awfully cold and could see a little more snow. 18 degrees outside right now. Winds are calm. Humidity sitting at 84%. Not quite as brutal as yesterday, but still awfully chilly out there this morning. So bundle up if you're headed out pretty shortly. 15 in Mountain Home. We're at 17 in Nampa and Caldwell. Ontario 16. So pretty consistent or steady as far as our temperatures are concerned. 20 in Idaho City, but 37 in Stanley. So much warmer up there than what we're seeing down here. And that again is evidence of that inversion. Hazy conditions, but no terrible visibility. Everything should be fine on your drive this morning. No pockets of dense fog that we're seeing out there, but of course never terrible to keep an eye on it. We're in the moderate category for air quality in both Meridian and Nampa under that yellow air quality alert. So that stagnant air, this should be the last of it. We'll hopefully start to mix things up and push it out of there as we head over the next couple of days. 27's your high today, so not quite as cold as yesterday. Still some of that patchy fog could stick around this morning, also with some snow possible for us later on today into the overnight hours. So for tonight, we'll see a low of 24, so not as cold. Those temperatures, though, are primed for some snow showers. We're talking light accumulations, but could see a little bit of that when you wake up on the ground tomorrow morning. So satellite and radar showing just a couple of snow showers already starting to dip in here along Highway 55 up toward Horseshoe Bend. Some of this stretching into the Cascades and the west central mountains up there near Cascade and over into eastern Oregon. It's this kind of stuff that we're going to be seeing on the radar, I think, earlier on today. By later, though, I think we could start to see more widespread bands of snow. This is that first storm that's going to dip down south into our northern mountains a little bit later on, and then it could fire up some snow showers for us around here. Round 2 lingers out in the Pacific, so all eyes out here. This is that area of low pressure. It's going to continue to spin off some moisture in from the southwest, so it'll be a different storm track than what we're going to see this morning, maybe packing a little bit more of a punch. So that's as we head into Thursday and Friday. It will eventually turn to rain by Friday, but for the next couple of days, we're going to notice a lot of that purple color still on the map, meaning we're still going to see some snow. So this will dip down into our northern mountains, especially this afternoon and into the early evening. Hopefully staying dry for your evening commute. Won't rule out the possibility of a few snow showers, but it's not until later tonight into early tomorrow morning that I start to think we'll start to see a more widespread band of snow move through. This could drop a light accumulations, maybe an inch or two here in the Treasure Valley. Most of it, though, will focus in the mountains today and tomorrow. That is until Thursday. Then we get our next round. It's going to start as snow, changing over to rain eventually, but there could be some more snow in the forecast even into Thursday. So we'll break it down for you as far as future snow accumulation. Noticing here that as the further south you go, the less snow we're going to see. So maybe an inch to 2 inches over the next day or two here in the Boise area. 2 to 4 for our Boise Mountains and 2 to 5 up in our northern mountains up near McCall. That will be the biggest area that we'll see any of this snowfall. But as we head toward the extended forecast, really noticing, aside from the unsettled nature of the pattern that's starting up for us, it's going to get warmer. Finally, we're going to see those temperatures break above freezing starting with tomorrow, but I still think there's a slight chance of snow. Then it will start as snow again on Thursday, turning to rain by Friday. Rain showers in the forecast for us all the way through the weekend into early next week. Overnight lows even more comfortable in the 30s. That pushes us back to around where we really should have been all along.